Throw your voice at that mic.
Yeah, right over here. Because I'll be recording all of these.
Okay.
Whichever one's better.
Tell us when you're ready, Paul.
Let me throw it at that mic real quick. Hey.
No. Okay,
Come on, just do it. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Are you recording right now?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That was bad, right?
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, that was bad too. Let's start all over. Let's erase all of it.
Oh, yeah.
Go back to the beginning.
Erase all.
Oh wait, maybe we should change the words to some Buffalo Sabres.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We're way off. We should probably have band practice before we do something like this.
Okay.
Alright.
So that works.
You just do it a few times and then we'll come in. 1, 2, 3, 4. You go. All right.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm all out. Scrap all that stuff. You guys are just going for it anyway.
One, two, three. It's a podcast. We just wrote that song. It's called Drinking Beer Ooh-Ah. We've got none other than the famous, infamous Marcus Aurelius Cooper.
Marcus Aurelius.
Mark Cooper, from such bands as
Mysterious Moonshine?
Mysterious
Yeah,
Moonshine.
Mystic Moonshine sounds good too, though.
Mystic Moonshine sounds good, but it was Mysterious Moonshine. Never saw it, never had the chance, but heard it was like
Before your time?
a little bit.
Before my time too. That actually wasn't me.
Oh,
No, it was. Sorry.
oh, you fucking
It was a little
me.
trick. It's tricking you.
We got Mark Cooper here. He's here to talk about all sorts of things.
I'm not here to talk about shit. You're talking me into doing this stuff.
Well, you see, the thing is,
I was just coming down to the music store and you suck me in.
Yeah, well, we suck it hard. We suck them in here on 1, 2, 3 is the podcast.
Sucking them down.
Banjo player extraordinaire, Mark Cooper.
See the technique I'm working on. Well, we're here to talk about my banjo technique, right?
If you flip that hand upside down,
Well, this
no,
one?
that, yeah. Use the technique. Okay. Yeah, we see where you got that technique from. It's the reverse ball grasp.
It's from Petney the cat. Little trick I learned in college.
You didn't go to college. So tell us a little bit about the new album, man.
The new Smackdab album?
Yes, the new Smackdab album.
Done.
What's it
I
called?
don't really have that much to say about it. Gotta hear it. Get yourself a copy and listen to it.
Well, where do people get the copies?
I think October 7th you can pick one up at Shawbucks at the CD release party.
CD release?
Party we're having to release the CD.
Set them free.
I don't know if I
Set
should.
the CDs free. Well, they're not free, but we're gonna set them up.
I don't know if I should say this, but I got an early copy myself.
Yes, you did.
It is fantastic. Fantastic.
Did you have to use the reverse banjo technique?
Well, when
I had to do some weird stuff I'd rather not say, but we went down this back alleyway and
There's lots of
you ended
subliminal
up
messages in there.
I got a
making you do
CD.
funny
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
If you play it backwards, it says some pretty crazy things. Stuff
A lot of ball grabbing.
Shop at Hills.
yeah, ball grabbing, yeah,
Ball grabbing.
playing golf in front of his ears and stuff.
What the hell? I mean, shop at Hills.
Yep, stuff like that.
Shop at Hills.
Get your Slurpee at Hills, some popcorn with roaches in it. And
I
stuff.
feel like we should just kick in like 1, 2.
I feel like we should be playing this.
So this
Now
year,
this is sort of like hee-haw. This is like kind of like hee-haw now.
well, it's because you picked up the banjo, man.
What's a good joke? We should tell a good joke on there. You know, they tell the jokes on hee-haw and they start jamming.
What you got?
So you tell a joke, and then when you're done telling the joke, you start playing like,
All right, give it a shot.
see? I don't know. I don't know a joke to tell. It's gotta be something. See, it's perfect. That was good. Oh, you had a phone call. Time out.
Phone call. Oh.
Are we really going to do this during the show here?
No. We're gonna edit that
That's a
out.
pretty big ring you got there.
Thanks, man.
Jesus Christ. Andre the Giant's ring.
It doesn't fit any of my fingers, so it wears it on my neck. Anyway, so this is Smackdab's
Third album.
third album.
Well, technically.
What do you mean technically?
There's some other ones, but they're not really albums and stuff. They're just demos and shit.
EP maybe 4 or 5.
There are a couple apps on there, yeah. Couple apps.
And
They're called apps now because of the epileptic seizures people are going into when they hear them out. They hear it and have an epileptic seizure. So we renamed it.
I've had 4 since listening to the new album.
Were
I'd
you
like to-
foaming and bloody?
Just once.
I mean,
Just once.
just one time.
when it happens,
One time it happened.
when it happens to me, I like to call it funky fits. I want to go funky fit.
Oh,
I like
nice.
a little funky fit.
Funky fit
I
going.
want to go funky fit.
What's your favorite song on the album?
I don't have one.
Oh, fantastic.
When you think,
I actually don't like it at all.
That makes sense.
I can't stand it.
but what can you stand? Like, what do you like? Puppies?
Well, puppies are alright. I'm kind of an alligator guy.
Alligators.
You know what I'm saying? I do avoid road gators on the road, though.
Unless it's fresh roadkill gator.
No, that's good stuff.
Roadkill gator is a real thing, and if you find the best roadkill that comes along, and you like some wine with your dinner in the food road right down the side. I like my gators with a little bit of wine. So So, which one is an alligator? Which one's a crocodile?
I don't know.
I can't
I
remember.
don't know which is which.
But you like them though.
Faces. I like them.
So,
I don't know much about them though.
which ones are from the Western Hemisphere? Which ones are from the Eastern
I
Hemisphere?
think that the
Both.
well, you know, the ones in the middle are crocagators. Crocagators are the ones that are right in the. They're in the middle of all.
Allidiles?
That's the ones that I've seen the most of. That's why I can't tell the difference.
I thought that was what girls who dated boys who shopped at American Eagle were. Crocagators? I don't know. Am I reaching for that?
I once saw an albino alligator. An albino alligator in a zoo. Yeah, it was
Wow.
Parker's got a new CD. It's coming up with Zeke. He hates the fucking song, but he wants to do his tunes. And if you like a little bit, then he will get some strings. Go to the next show and he will give you something to think about. He's in the technique.
Crocagators is
That's where it's
full
at?
effect now.
Yeah, crocagators. So, a beer, a shot,
Some crocagators.
and then some future carrots. That's what talked you into doing this
You
today.
ever hear that? You ever hear that, Cots?
The pinky jingle?
It's another technique I've been working on with the banjo.
Let's get in here.
You know, I decided to pick up the banjo about
The banjo. The banjo.
How long you been playing the banjo?
The banjo.
The banjo.
I've been playing it for about 5 minutes now. Yeah. Just got into it.
Is it the best 5 minutes?
It's the greatest 5 minutes of my life.
Fucking. It's the best 5 minutes of my last 10 minutes.
I was watching a DVD the other day about
A DVD.
banjos and decided, you know, I'm gonna get my automobile, drive down to Chautauqua Music, see if I can pick myself up a banjo.
Where they have this fine musical equipment in pink, if you want that.
Yeah, that's a cute pink guitar you got.
Well, you know, I like to keep it cute. I like to keep it pink.
I feel like your color coordination's off. Hold on a second. Let me go grab something else.
Alright, if he's gonna grab something else, then I gotta grab something else. Because I'm not gonna have Cooper outdo me on the motherfucking podcast. It's not happening.
I'm just gonna get this teal. I don't know how to play a teal thing though. I can play all colors except teal.
They got 3 different color ukes here at Chautauqua Music. You wanna get a shot of these ukes, Paul? This is a blue uke. Yeah. And then when you're not getting any, you get that blue uke. The blue ukes. This is that blue-green uke, which means that you're on the verge of getting a little green with it. You might be a little green, but eventually you get your way to the pink. And that's the way to go. You gotta
One in the pink, 9 in the stank.
9. One pink, 9.
Don't forget about the mahogany ukes.
So Cooper, hockey.
What's that, guys? You guys want to talk hockey?
Well,
You know, I don't know much about hockey, but I'm gonna try my damnedest to help you fellas out.
do you know who,
Brothers love. Brothers love.
do you know who LaFontaine is?
Is that a popsicle or something? What?
When people talk about hockey, I hear a lot about LaFontaine.
I like Bure.
Oh, Pat LaFontaine.
I mispronounced
He's
his
good.
I like
Oh, he's
Pavel
good.
Bure.
Yeah, he's a good.
Pavel Bure.
Pavel Bure.
Sergei Fedorov.
Sergei Fedorov.
Mario.
Yeah, you know, you should make this a podcast about the pronunciation of names. Because that's the hardest part about hockey.
The pronunciation of names.
Jamir Jagger.
Or how about
Cosbro, Cosbits. I don't know. So this has been Mark Cooper from Cooper with Troop singing 1, 2, 3, 4. Drinking beers, looking coffee, looking around.
Go back and forth a little bit like that?
Oh, I'm in there. Oh!
Hate it. It's a
Suck it.
Vaguely. All right.
Vaguely.
Vaguely. I vaguely remember
Like the
this.
vagina. You want a vagina.
So here we are, at Chautauqua Music, downtown Jamestown.
Hi, everybody.
Where we're gonna talk Sabres.
Okay.
Hockey season's underway. Some big things happening.
Big.
Buffalo, they might have it this year. So I got my hockey pros here.
I'm not a hockey pro.
We're
I am
semi-pro.
Okay, well I got my hockey guys.
We're all amateurs here.
I got my hockey guys, and I want to ask some quick questions about the Sabres and get see what we got. Billy, I'm going to start with you because you seem to be the only one who knows
I don't know.
anything about hockey.
We'll see what happens here.
Sabres have a new coach,
They do.
Housley, I believe.
Philip Housley.
Philip Housley.
Alumni, wonderful player back in his day in the old original uniforms.
There you go.
That's right before the red and black.
First Sabres coach to actually play with the team since Lindy Rupp, right?
Yep, that's a fact. That's a fact, as far as I know. Don't fact check me, folks.
So what do you think of this guy?
I think he's bringing a different system, and I think that the boys need to perhaps study it a little more. They're trying to run a two-way offense-defense, and I think that the way I like to put it, circling the drain a little better would pick up on that system. But we'll see what happens. It's certainly better than what Bleisman was doing last year, i.e. juggling the lines every shift, which
Right.
there was no synergy created, which I
We
thought
know
was
that
one of the main reasons
synergy-
they fired him.
Synergy is very important in hockey.
Key.
have that
It's key.
synergy.
You
gotta
can't
have-
gel with your
gotta
guys
have
if
the
you don't
synergy.
get with them every night.
You
know?
definitely got to have your synergy.
Yeah.
And I believe, personally, that Housley is going to bring it. I do. I think he's got a good hockey mind.
I think so as well. I think so as
I'm
well.
excited to see
He's
what
very
he
happy
can
to be
do.
here. A lot of the alumni they like coming back to town because hell, Buffalo's cool.
Housley sounds like a name from the Addams family for some reason, doesn't it?
It does.
Housley?
Yeah.
Owsley was more from the. Never mind. We're not going to talk.
Well, let's
about
keep it on.
Owsley.
Let's
Yeah.
keep it about.
Yeah,
Sabres.
Yeah, let's keep it there.
Now, I know that the Sabres have a very odd schedule this year. It's, we don't even play Toronto until, March 5th, I think?
Yeah, regular
Which,
season.
that
was
just doesn't make
omitted.
any sense to me.
Well, it makes sense the way Eichel was talking shit on Matthews last week because I think that there was going to be the first drop the gloves Eichel thing going there. He's been running his mouth, and I think that he's got the checkbook to cash where he has yapped. However, we won't know until.
So is Eichel going to bring it this year?
You know, I'm kind of on the fence on this right now because I saw him play last weekend, and I sure hope he was tired from Friday on that Saturday performance I saw because I wasn't impressed. However, everything else he's done this year so far that I've seen in preseason was pretty spectacular. I just think that you got to show up every game, which has been the problem with the Sabres for a long time. You got to show up every night.
I wonder if any of
the schedule's 82 days. Well, you want to go back to that playoffs or the All-Star game for basketball last year when Kane got thrown out a couple games? You remember that?
No.
Yeah, Kane was
I don't
suspended
remember
by our
that at all.
coaches. You sit. He didn't make it in for practice.
remember.
And Bleisman wasn't having it. And,
No.
I'm not talking smack on Kane. I think he's a brilliant player, and I think we'd be fools to trade him because there was talk about that all summer. And I also saw this morning in the feeds they were talking that Kane was kind of leading the team in work ethic in the practices, and that's screams happiness for me. I think Evander's our brand of player. I think he's a violent man, which is just
You got to love that.
Yeah,
I think
love it.
everybody, what they love most about hockey is the violence.
Right.
I mean, that's
And the
what.
Zamboni.
Yeah, the Zamboni's great.
Do they have a
Kids
new
love the
Zamboni driver this year?
I heard they
You
did.
never
Yeah.
know. They rotate those guys too. you
Yeah,
know?
but this guy,
rotate
they got some good talent in there this year.
Yeah.
We actually traded for a top Zamboni driver, and I'm really excited to see.
You got him
what
off
he brings.
waivers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Who
gonna
knows where
go.
all the drains are?
Coop, I'm gonna go to you with a
Circle
question. So this is the first year that Vegas actually has a team, correct? I mean,
I did not know this.
so
Golden Knights.
I did not know
Yes.
this.
the Golden
Yeah, they were
Knights.
scoring double digits in their preseason games so far. Yeah, they're showing up to play.
Double D's.
Yeah.
Gotta love them double
And the
D's.
season ticket holders are getting their
I'm a big
names
fan of
painted
double
into the
Ds.
ice in Las Vegas because they're just that kind of town.
I recently went to Vegas.
How was it?
It was
Never been.
great. Had a blast.
Did you come home with any money?
I came home with a lot less money.
But you had some, which is better than most.
I spent a lot of money, but
Right.
we're not going to go into the
it's
details
vacation. That's why they
here.
call it vacation, man.
I was there for 2 days. I spent a lot of money.
Vacay.
It was a lot of
My
fun.
money, my
But
pocket.
so what I want to know is your thoughts on Vegas having their very own hockey team.
I guess that's great. Good for them.
I was surprised not to see. Why were there not sequins in the
all I
uniform?
got
That's
for
what I
that.
was waiting for. Where's the Vegas sequence?
I don't know, but I did see the stadium. It looks really nice out there. I walked
Yeah.
right by it. Very
Well,
nice
they've got
stadium.
the money out there. They can build what they need to.
Yep. So that's something new in hockey this year. But let's get back to the Sabres. I'm going to go to my cheat sheet here on questions.
Dude, we need an expansion team though. Actually, not so much. Too many
Right.
teams. You know, the schedule's getting crazy.
Let's talk about
Where they play
captains.
500 games now a year or something like that.
82. But it's still tough
Close.
for the
I was close.
extra teams.
Let's talk about captains. What are the Sabres going to do this year? Who are the captains going to be? And we got some alternates. What do we got going on?
I got a few thoughts on that, but I'm going to let sleeping dogs lie and wait to see what the coaches and management decide to do because it's really not up to me. I think there's a few likely candidates, but
Kane, perhaps.
I think,
Eichel, perhaps.
yeah, I think O'Reilly, as far as work ethic goes, would be my vote just because of his ethic of workmanship. But I don't manage the team. I just manage from the fifth row.
So, what are your thoughts on Drury and Briere taking off this year?
Well, they
Been
didn't
long-
take off this year. They took off many, many years ago.
Okay.
That was old hockey. It's okay.
Well, what the hell am I
Hey,
talking
he's reading
about?
the cheat sheet. It's
All right.
It's not his fault.
Okay.
It's not his fault.
All right. Sounds good.
Let me say this: it was a good era. They had-
Wait,
they had great
let
seasons.
me restate my question. So, it's been 10 years since Drury and Briere were allowed to walk for nothing. Do we finally exercise their ghosts? I guess I shouldn't.
To the best of my knowledge, I think that was during the Darcy Rozier years, which was horrible management. I think that was completely mismanaged, and they would have taken us to do great things. But let's move forward, not past.
Okay.
That's what I
All
would
right.
say about that. They were wonderful players, and we did give them away for nothing.
Yeah.
But that leads up to bad management, which is that's all gone down the road.
Okay, everybody knows that the most important thing in hockey is what? Probably, other than the Zamboni driver.
Winning, probably.
But what position would you say is probably the most important position on any hockey team?
There's no I in team.
But there's always an important position, and I'm going to say it's the goalie. All right? You got to have a good goalie if you want to be successful.
That's true. It's very
So
true.
the Sabres have a couple goalies, and I want to know who's it going to be, man. Is Leonard going to get that spot, or is it going to be, Johnson?
Leonard's sitting number one right now. When Johnson was with the team last, his numbers at the end of the season were actually better. He was offended, I think, and rightly so, that
Johnson
he didn't get
came
the
in
start
bad last year.
He didn't get the start, and
think so.
that's why he wasn't upset to leave when they traded him off last year. I don't think that was a well-played move by the Sabres, but I think time will exercise its own conclusion to that one too. I could see Johnson being the starter 15 games in. You know, Lehner has improved this year. His 5-hole is closed, which is a good thing because they had his number.
Got to close your 5-hole.
Gotta close the 5-hole.
I like
Gotta
to
have
keep
that
my
5-hole.
5-hole
I'm
always
just afraid
closed.
of a man of his size that he doesn't have the agility
Walk through it.
that Johnson does. I don't know if he's got the agility to pull the season. I think they signed him for a year for a reason. They want to say, put up or shut up. I think he want a longer contract, but I think that's another gray area. I think only time will tell. It's hard to say.
So what I'm catching is a lot of only time will tells, and we'll sees is the thought of most Sabres fans.
They juggled the ball, shuffled the deck so deeply this summer with management, with coaching, with players, with the blue line specifically. With the preseason, I saw Only time will tell.
Only
Yeah.
time will
I'm very. I love my team, but I don't have.
Only time will tell.
Next week.
Only time
week.
will
That's
tell.
a little bit of time.
I want to say October 5th is the Montreal home opener. I think. Don't quote me.
Oh,
on
their
that.
first game's at home?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that either. I gotta look at the schedule.
Their first home opener's at home, though? I'm just joking.
Yes, Mark. It
Bad
is.
joke.
Yes. Yeah,
You can edit that one out.
The home opener will be at home. It will.
Me and Mark were talking about this, and I think we both, more than anything, want to know how long is it going to be until Hudson Fashing and Brendan Gooley get called up, man. I mean,
Well,
how long?
Yeah.
I watched
We were just
Schooley
talking
Saturday.
about this
We were
the
just
other day.
talking about this the other day.
I watched Schooley Saturday, and frankly, his performance scared me. He scared me. His first period performance was less than stellar. I'll
Well, he's
say.
young. He's
True
young.
story. True story. But they have
How
all
old
these
is
high
he?
hopes. Don't know.
18. I want to say he's 18.
They're
19.
putting a lot of eggs in some young baskets. And
Maybe.
I don't know if that's the way to go.
Who knows?
I don't know if that's the way to go. I can't think of the fellow's name that came in with Pominville. They didn't play him when I saw him last weekend. Antipin did all right. Risto threw that goal in, which he was actually assisted with because I don't know if it was Fashing that got the actual credit for the goal. It was a redirect, but Risto threw it so high that the redirect ended up being, had to bat it down. End of the day, we've been saying this for years. Put pucks on net and we score. Holy smokes, how complicated is this?
I'm excited with Gooley and Fashing and all these players coming up, and Eichel. Hopefully he can, pick it up. We pay him enough money. I think the Sabres, they could turn it around this year. I really do.
I think we have a shot with the players that we have put into play. I think we can see first round. I don't see a Stanley Cup this year, and I hate to say that because I'm a huge fan, but I don't see it this year. I think we're still working the rebuild. I think we could certainly have a better season, points wise at the end of the 82 games, but I don't see us going all the way this year. Based on what I see in playoff hockey last season, some of these teams are so over-skilled compared to what we're working right now.
All right, so I guess we'll finish with this. Predictions. I'm going to say the Sabres go 65, 13, and whatever many ties the other one
Cooper, what do
to
you
make up 82.
I'm going to go with 64-14.
Okay, all right, and the rest are ties because I just didn't
Yeah.
do the math. I think
I
that's
don't
only like
do math.
4
I'm not
ties.
into math at
Yeah.
all.
got?
I'll say Route 66, and the rest of it's a wash for wins. I'll go 66 just because, and we're putting you in the middle here. Putting you in the middle. I can't say.
Okay.
I haven't seen enough. The trouble was the only game I saw. They've only televised tonight will be the second televised for preseason. It's hard to tell listening on the radio. You have to see what these guys are doing visually to make a call as to how they're performing. And it's just like they say in football, any given Sunday. And any given day of the week with the Sabres or any NHL teams, they play damn near every night.
Hey, my
Given weekday.
I know it's a different
Any given
sport.
day.
My
Yeah,
Cleveland
any given
Browns
day.
are 0-3. If you go back a couple podcast episodes ago, I predicted them to go 15-1 after they lost their first game.
I did see that.
So I'm going to go out and say, hey, any given Sunday, right?
Right.
So just throwing this out there, Cleveland Browns 13-3, still win their division this year. You watch out for them. And as far as the Sabres go, you watch out for them too because they're on their way up.
I think we're going to see
They're
some
on their
good
way
stuff
up.
this year. I do.
So that's going to do it for our Sabres talk. And now we're going to go to whatever segment is next.
Moving right along.
Why are you rushing?
Dude, I didn't know you were done with anything. And I'll just basically.
I couldn't stay in here. I was cracking up too hard, man. I was gonna start laughing.
Correct.
All right, let's do this.
1, 2, 3. It's the podcast. We're here at Chautauqua Music, our home away from home once again. Thanks, Billy, for having us. We talked some Sabres. We talked some Life of Coop. And now it's about time for a little Cosmo Jam from Cos Bros Cos Bits. This song's called Shelter. 423. It's the podcast. You check out Smackdab with my man Cooper. You check out Chautauqua Music with my man Billy Gates. And you check out